Punktorah Productions. Sponsored by Darshan Yeshiva. Well, it's Hanukkah, and I have my very dumb mug from Target. Oi to the world, yeah. It's Rugrats Chanukah season. Let's get into it. I haven't seen this in years. Long ago. So how do you spell Hanukkah any way you want to? Because that's a transliteration.
Long ago, in the land of Israel, the Jewish people lived happily with their neighbors, the ancient Greeks. But one day,
Okay, so real quick, just to explain this. So Hellenism was the culture of the Greeks, and the Greek Empire, or empires, depending on how you want to look at it, took a perspective that you can be whatever you want to be, call yourself whatever you want to call yourself, but understand that you need to assimilate to Greek culture. So you can have your dumb gods or whatever, but just understand that, this is the culture that you belong to. And so that's really what the story is all about. Spoiler alert.
came a new king of the Greeks who wanted everyone to be just like him.
Yeah.
From now on, King Antiochus says you have to wear what he wears and read what he reads.
Look, Tommy, a whole book about Plato.
You also have to worship his gods.
Exactly.
Hey, this ain't so bad.
Okay,
Some
I love it.
people
I
thought
love
this
it.
new way of life was
Okay,
fun.
hold on. Quick pause here. Okay, so 90s cartoons never fail. So in Hebrew, okay, mohel or moil in Yiddish, okay, and then if you look down there where the baby is, you see a sign that says cut rate. Okay, that's brit milah, that's circumcision. It's that, yeah, literally, there's a circumcision joke in a kid's cartoon. Yeah, because we did that in the 90s.
Hail Lillian. Hail Philistine.
But
Philistine.
others didn't.
Okay, so Philistine is a joke because, like, the kid's name is Phil, and the Philistines were an empire, but they weren't part of this story.
I don't like this, Tommy. If that new king catches us with our old books, we're gonna get in a lot of trouble.
Okay, so we have a Torah scroll and Sefer Torah, and we have the Kippot, and the Zitzit on the Talitot aren't like sort of right, but I appreciate the idea, appreciate the sentiment.
I don't care, Chucky. These are the books our forefathers read, and our 5 fathers, and our 6 fathers, and I'm not stopping now.
I mean, there's 3 patriarchs, so. Oh, I love it. Oh, I wish we had this. Okay, wait, hold on. So Noah is in the Sefer Torah. I think the previous one was Jonah. Jonah's not in there, and Moses is, yeah.
Hey,
So
just
cute.
what are you babies up to?
Nothing. We were just playing with our dreidels.
Okay, so dreidels didn't exist back then. Dreidel is it's a German thing. It was actually a drinking game. And so dreidel is sort of this gambling game. It has a German origin. The letters that are on a dreidel actually connect to German letters that are used to symbolize, or to tell you, I guess, how much to put in or take out of the pot. And then this was changed to Nesgadol Hayasham, which is a miracle happened there. And now you have to remember, do you put in, do you take out, whatever. So yeah, they didn't have dreidels back then.
We made them out of clay.
Oh, yeah? What's this?
So a hero stepped forward to challenge the king, and his name was Judah the Maccabee.
Okay, so Maccabee, okay, so it could be hammer. This is Aramaic, but it also could be it's actually a name that comes from an acronym. So it's Mi Kamocha Ba'elim Adonai. So Maccabee, and the Yud is Yud He Vav He, which is God's name. So it's Maccabee, Maccabee or Maccabee, right? So depends on what you think was the truth. And yeah, and they did do the Star of David on their swords, or excuse me, on their shields. And we actually don't really know that much about the Magen David. That symbol exists in a lot of other cultures too.
Tommy, what are you doing? A Maccabee's gonna do what a Maccabee's gonna do.
Heck yeah.
Oh no.
He was a brave leader, and he led his people in daring raids against the more powerful armies of the evil king.
Now, thing here. So one of the great things actually about Judah the Maccabee and that revolt is that it was actually a group project between a lot of different kinds of rebellious factions that were against the Seleucid Empire. So if you want to gain anything from the story of the Maccabees, it's the idea of teamwork.
March!
Yeah.
Mom, can you come help me in the kitchen? Well, I suppose I should help Dee Dee with the latkes.
Latkes! I love this holiday.
Oh, finally! Now I can watch my Christmas special in peace.
I love it. So Boris and Minka, these are the grandparents. Funny story about this. So there were people who thought that maybe they were a Jewish stereotype and that there was this trafficking in stereotypes. So the Anti-Defamation League sent a letter to Nickelodeon basically saying, hey, this isn't cool. They got a letter back that basically was from the producers that said, yeah, these are my grandparents. I modeled them after my family. Oops.
Where's that TV clicker?
Potatoes, water, and salt? Well, somehow they just don't seem like pancakes.
Because they aren't.
They're potato pancakes, Charles, and we fry these and sometimes donuts to remind us of the oil used in the miracle of Hanukkah.
The miracle is these things have clogged our people's arteries for 2,000 years, yet we survive.
Indeed. Amen.
Oh, look, Boris, your play made the front page. Synagogue seniors stage meeting of Hanukkah.
Wonderful. They took my picture for this. I gewalt! They used Shlomo's picture instead of mine.
Shlomo.
What's a
that jerk.
Shlomo?
He's an old friend of Boris from his school days back in Russia.
What?
Important thing about that they are being from Russia. So Russia actually could have been Ukraine. It could have been a lot of different places, Azerbaijan. So this is the 90s. So I don't know kind of where we are in terms of the history of Russia and perestroika and all of these other things. But just as a personal note, my dad, who was not Jewish, worked with a lot of Russian Jews. So yeah, shout out to my dad.
Friend, ever since we were young, he always tried to outdo me. I caught a smelt, he caught a sturgeon. I caught a cold, he caught a pneumonia. I start a family, he starts his fancy schmancy business.
Now, Dad, save your breath, Diddle. If Shlomo and Boris make it through tonight's performance without killing each other, that will be the miracle of Hanukkah.
So a little thing in Yiddish. So there's this thing of sort of calling someone that you love, adding the la sound at the end. So dee-de-la, so dee-dee, dee-de-la. Interesting enough, as I understand it, the Tibetans have a version of this too.
Hey, Tommy, these Kratos don't taste like clay. And these monies don't taste as good as the ones under the couch. I know, Phil, and that's not the only thing funny around here. Smell that smell? Lillian. What? Not that smell. Mom's making pancakes. Hey, wait, you don't supposed to make pancakes in the nighttime. I know, but that's not all. Look. Wow.
Okay, we're just going to do the double check because sometimes this happens that a menorah, or in this case, actually properly, a Chanukiah doesn't have enough candles. This has every single one and they're all lit. So, I don't know. This would be the last night of Hanukkah. So I don't know. Are they going to do another candle lighting? Is there going to be a continuity error? I guess we'll find out.
What is it? I don't know, but every night I have to wear a funny hat while Grandpa Boris says some stuff I don't understand, and Mom lights another candle.
Okay, this is Jewish America right there, right? And if you think about it, if this was like, let's say 92, I'm taping this in 2025. So you've had years and years of successive Jewish assimilation. And I think that after October 7th, you started seeing an uptick and people who are interested in Jewish practice wanted to understand these things a little bit more. But this idea of, baby Tommy, who now would be, let's say 30 or something like that, kind of not understanding, not getting it, whatever. We've had generations of people who don't get it. And So that's an unfortunate thing. Hence, punktorah.
Sounds scary. Yeah, but then I get a present. Cloud!
Okay, presents. So back in the day, you didn't get presents. What you got was a coin, and you would put it in a tzedakah box, and that tzedakah would be given to a charitable organization to build the state of Israel, the Jewish National Fund, all of these other types of things. The idea of giving presents was something to make kids feel better about the fact that it was around Christmas time, and they were seeing their non-Jewish friends getting Christmas gifts. So that's kind of where the gift giving thing came from. There is some stories about gift giving existing back in the day, but in America at least, this was more about tzedakah and learning the lesson of giving than it was about getting something. But, commercialism.
Maybe it's your birthday. Every night? Maybe they're having all your birthdays at the same time. Yeah, maybe you're all grown up now and you gotta get a job. I don't
like it.
feel all grown up. Well, big question. Let's blow them out. Okay, you guys help me up.
King of the Hill did a joke about this when Hank Hill's mother's dating a Jewish guy, and they celebrate Hanukkah and they blow out the candles when they get their gifts.
Out of my way, stupid babies! Hey, be nice, Angelica. It's Tommy's birthday. Yeah, we were blowing out these candles. Dumb babies. Those candles aren't for Tommy's birthday. Those are for Hanukkah. Harmonica? Hanukkah. You have to when you say it.
That's right. Technically. It's not Hanukkah, it's Hanukkah.
Hanukkah is that special time of year between Christmas and Thanksgiving when all the bestest holiday shows are on TV.
Okay, so when does Hanukkah happen? The problem is if you're looking at a Gregorian calendar, a secular Western calendar, it's going to move dates. So there was one year, and I think it only happens every 1,000 years or something crazy like that, that Hanukkah lands on Thanksgiving. And so that was a whole thing. People selling like turkey menorahs and stuff like that. This year, it lands basically around Christmas time.
Now, get out of my way. It's almost time for the Cynthia Christmas Extravaganza Special.
I thought the rabbi just wanted the thing fixed for the end of the Hanukkah play, Stu, not reinvented.
I know, Pop, but I want Tommy to be proud of his heritage. Besides, I want to show Dee Dee I'm really supportive of Hanukkah.
Okay, this is wonderful, right? This is a generation. This is, the support that the non-Jewish parent is providing to the Jewish parent. And in my experience as both a rabbi here on the internet, but also in a brick and mortar community, you often find that it's the non-Jewish parent who's the most psyched about the Jewish stuff. And I think part of that is because in America, there's been a lot of unchurching. There's a lot of people who think of themselves as not belonging to religion, and they kind of just want to assimilate to the Jewish stuff. So, I don't think that was the case, in this family, but I think we maybe shouldn't be as afraid of intermarriage as we are. We should see it as an opportunity and not some sort of weird slight.
Well, if you ask me, you're overdoing it.
Ha! When this baby fires up, they won't say I overdid it. They'll say I'm a genius.
What was that? Oh, that's just Stu working on the menorah for the play. I just hope he isn't doing anything inappropriate.
Oh, I love it. Chabad Lubavitch would totally have this. We need to get on that, actually. And that's me if I tried to do that.
Pop! Stu! It's time for the fair!
You go on ahead, Deed. It needs a few minor adjustments. I'll meet you over at the church.
It's a synagogue, Hanukkah boy.
Right. I knew that.
Oh man, the number of times that people ask me about my church. Yeah, it happens a lot.
It's Cynthia and a very Cynthia Christmas.
Oh, yes.
The chutzpah! I enjoyed the role of king for its subtle complexity. Subtle complexity, my tuchus. Shlomo wanted to be king so he could poke me with his sword.
Okay, time to learn a little Hebrew. So, and Yiddish. So the word tuchas, okay, it's you're behind, right? The word tachat means sort of underneath. So it's your underneath. Tachat, tuchas. Yeah, there you go.
All weekend rehearsal, poking and poking. What am I, a pincushion?
Angelica, time to go to synagogue. But Boris is going to be in a play all about the meaning of Hanukkah.
I don't care about the meaning of Hanukkah. I want my special.
Come on, Boris, we'll be late.
This play will be the end of me. Meaning of Hanukkah.
The meaning of Hanukkah. No wonder your grandpa doesn't want to play with him. I had to play with that meanie at daycare once. Oh, what happened? First he made me lick the slide, and then he hung me from the monkey bars, and then he put a worm on my head. Oh, you don't think he'll do that to my grandpa, do you? If it's a grown-up meanie, it'll be much worse than that, Tommy. Well, what happened to the meanie at daycare? The teacher came over and dug me out of the sand, and then she made us both take a nap.
Yeah,
That's it,
that was
then.
my experience.
We've got
too,
to put
basically.
the meanie of Hanukkah down for a nap. Oh, me and my big mouth. Thank you for inviting me to your Hanukkah fair, Aunt Didi. Do you think they have a TV?
Okay, so Beth Shalom is the name of the synagogue. So there's actually a book that was written sort of in the early aughts that was called the New Jew. Shoot, now I'm going to get it wrong. The Cool Jew Handbook. And one of the jokes it had in there, because it was kind of like this grab bag of all these different things about modern Jewish pop cultural life. One of them was how many synagogues are named Beth Israel, and that's the most common synagogue name. I think Beth Shalom is probably number 2. It means house of peace.
Well, guys, this is it. The cinema bob. Are we ready? Ready. Pillow. Checks. Blankie. Checks. Nightlight. Checks. That meanie is going down.
This is really cool. So this idea of like a fair, like we don't really do that necessarily. That's actually more of a Purim thing. Yeah. Also, do you like where this screen caps? This should totally be a meme of some kind. This is how I feel when I wake up in the morning. We should totally do this. This would be so fun. Yeah, but this is totally more of a Purim thing. Okay, here we go. Now, you have to, in any synagogue, you have to have the temple sisterhood have a fight over whose latkes were better. That is just, that's the meaning of Hanukkah.
Oh, well, Cynthia, the night's not a total loss. Mommy never lets us have pancakes for dinner. Yuck! Potatoes? What kind of bobo head makes pancakes out of potatoes?
Germans.
Whoa! I win!
Come on, Cynthia. They've got to have a TV somewhere.
Oh, people! Fred King is sick tonight, so Lowell Onstein will be playing the part of the village kvetch.
Village kvetch? You said I'd be playing the king.
I said you'll be replacing Mr. King.
But I prepared a monologue with music.
Hey, now remember, everyone, when Mr. Pickles lights the menorah, we have... Oh, dear, where's Mr. Pickles?
I can't believe how slow this traffic is moving.
So, where's your son-in-law, the brilliant inventor?
Hello, Shlomo. How's business?
So Boris is dressed, I presume, as the Kohen Gadol is the idea here. And then you have Shlomo here, who's Antiochus.
Oh, Boris, how's the family?
How can we not have a TV? Hey, look, an entertaining center!
That's kind of entertainment. Ooh.
Ah, so you want to know more about the Torah?
Huh?
It's a very special book, you know.
I'm sure it is.
This rabbi's
Speaking of
awesome.
specials, you wouldn't
He's also
happen
got
to have
high water.
Don't be shy. You know, the Torah is almost 3,000 years old, and...
Yeah, totally. What just happened there? Yeah, pretty much. Welcome to being a rabbi. That moment.
You! I broke a shin because of you!
Okay.
I'm really
If you didn't catch the joke, shin is a letter, so he broke a shin.
sorry, but if you'll excuse me,
Oh, no. It's to the nursery with you.
Oh, that wouldn't be cool today. Yeah, the 90s were a difficult time.
I don't get it. We've looked everywhere. It's hard to find the meaning of Hanukkah. Well, look on the bright side. Never mind.
At last, a quiet moment to study Torah.
Grandpa Boris!
You there, what are you doing?
I'm learning Torah just as my forefathers did, as will my children and my children's children and...
Enough already! As king of the Greeks, I command you to stop.
Watch it with that thing.
The meaning of Hanukkah! March!
So another thing about what the Seleucid Empire banned, so it wasn't just the study of Jewish text, it was Brit Milah, it was circumcision.
What kind of sick mind comes up with these things?
I just don't know what got into them, Esther. This is so unlike them.
Don't worry about a thing, Dee. Go, enjoy.
Every religion has the old lady who runs the nursery.
We were trying to save Grandpa Morris from the meaning of Hanukkah, but the grown-ups wouldn't let us. Yeah, we were just gonna put him down for a nap. Meaning of Hanukkah? You dumb babies! Have a really good idea. Really? Yeah, but you don't need blankies and stuff to put a grown-up down for a nap. You know what you need? Hoppity hop? No. A kangaroo? No. A raisin? No. The onlyest thing a grown-up needs is a TV. Huh? Don't you know every time Grandpa Lou puts on a TV, he goes right asleep? Hey, yeah. And I know right where you can find one.
So, the tide has turned, you paskunyak. My people will not follow your evil ways.
That's it! You and me, old man, right now!
Oh no.
Okay, I'm lost.
I had no idea Hanukkah was so interesting.
Spaghetti!
And so the Maccabees launched their final assault against King Antiochus, and as they do, we will hear again from the women of Zion Senior Choir.
So an important point here that I think maybe is missed in this, I want you to look at the volunteers. How old are they? They're all older people. And one of the things that people tend to think is that synagogue is for old people. That's not true. What it is that you reach different stages of life and you begin to wonder what the, well, what the meaning of all of this is. And you're searching for purpose. And one of the things we don't do very well in our culture and our sort of Western society is helping people to find that purpose point in their life. One of the most valuable things I think religion can do is it can take people at different ages and stages and show them that there is a purpose for that moment. And frankly, a lot of older adults who have experiences with organized religion or just want to learn more and want to connect deeply find themselves in the synagogue. But that doesn't mean it's only for older people. It just means they have found meaning in those particular things, and that is where they are in their life. So yeah, stop calling synagogue for old people.
All my life you're upstaging me.
Me? You're the one with the elders bragging. My children this and my grandchildren that. On and on.
You'd be proud of your children too if you had any, but now you were too busy with your fancy pants business deals.
Is that what you think?
That's what you said.
So sue me, I lied. Sadie and I, may she rest in peace, but never blessed me children. All I had was my fancy pants business, Mr. Know so much. So now you know. Here, I got no one to share our tradition with anyway.
That's good. That's tough for a cartoon. That's good.
Here, you be king.
To be or Maccabee? That is the question.
Hamlet joke.
What I tell ya? Ooh. Careful, that's my soft spot! Your whole head is a soft spot. The jellycars do all right?
And now back to A Very Cynthia Christmas.
Yes! Come on, you guys. Grandpa needs us.
Let's talk about Hanukkah specials now, because this is a thing. So Hallmark and all of these other types of channels have been trying to get in on this. Let's take a Christmas story and let's make it a Hanukkah story, and it totally doesn't work. So I'm begging you, if you're involved with any of these sort of lifestyle TV channels, I'll help you write a really good Hanukkah story. In fact, I have one. Here we go. I've been thinking about this for a minute. Okay. Something along the lines of either horror or true crime. Each night of Hanukkah, a candle is lit and some terrible thing happens. It's like Scream or one of these other types of sort of 90s or maybe even like late 80s era horror, slasher, whatever types of things. And then on the last night of Hanukkah, all of the candles melt and then the bad guy loses or something. Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. That's just, hey, talk to me, pure interested. But no, we have to have he's Jewish, she's not. Oh, how's that going to work? Like 70% of Jews in America, right? Like they figure it out. But, whatever. Let's keep going.
So fast, babies. Me and Cynthia got some catch-up to do. Well, who could have seen that coming? But Angelica, what about the meaning of Hanukkah? Stupid babies, there is no meaning of what? It's the meaning.
Okay, I just want to show real quick. Okay, do you see the gigantic shofar? Like by sort of perspective, that thing's freaking huge. I've never seen anything that big before.
Oi, Sha, what is it? What do you want?
I want my Cynthia!
You want to watch the tube?
That's everyone who doesn't have kids. I get it.
I'm not a people
That was me at
person.
one point.
What's happening? I think the meanie's trying to squeeze her guts out. What do we do? I know. We can use Tommy's pillowcase and pretend we're a ghost. That wasn't very scary. Hey guys, remember Grandpa Boris takes a nap when he hears a good story? Well, maybe the meanie will too. Oh, fine. Goodbye, cool world.
Wait, more babies. Quiet! What do you want from me?
Tamala, Shlomo, what's going on?
1 minute I'm trying to go home, and the next thing I'm up to my dentures in Kinderlach.
There, Tamala. Here, they want you to read a story. Come.
You're the grandfather, you read it.
No, he wants you.
Sometimes kids are like that. Kids are very perceptive, even if their intuitions aren't always right.
Go on, read. Read.
Long ago, in the land of...
No, they already hide that part. Here.
Fine. And so, against all odds, Judah the Maccabee won the right for his people to live and learn in the way of their forefathers.
Yeah.
Go on.
But after the war, the people of Israel had a difficult task. Though Antiochus had been driven from their land, he had left their cities and their holy temple in a terrible mess.
Okay, this is where you're going to get into a story that was written by the rabbis. So the rabbis kind of didn't like the idea of Judah the Maccabee and how all of that went down because it seems to tell a story where God is not intervening. And so the rabbis were really not down for that. And so this is where you get the rabbinic interpretation of history. If you want to know the sort of history, you actually have to look at the Catholic Bible where you get 1st and 2nd Maccabees. Maccabees was not included in the Hebrew Bible because of this kind of theological versus non-theological rivalry.
Wow, this is worse than our room, huh, Lillian? I don't know, Philip. I can still see the floor. Hey, look, Tommy.
That was me as a kid.
It's that thingy from the top of your TV. Yeah, but it's all broke up. I didn't do it.
And their beautiful menorah, which was supposed to burn forever, was broken and its flame put out.
Shlomo, they don't know from menorahs.
A menorah is like the nightlight of our people. In times of darkness, it shines in the whole world, reminding us not to be afraid to be different, but to be proud who we are.
There you go.
Hey, that's not bad, Cookie. You just make that up.
I'm winging it here. Give me a break.
Your Uncle Shlomo is right. It's like the nightlight of our people, and it was filled with oil.
That makes it burn. Some people use candles.
Halakhically, it's considered better to use oil.
People repaired their temple, but the Greeks had left only enough oil to burn in the menorah for one night.
So part of the issue is the idea of was the oil sealed or not? Okay, so in the vessels, you would have basically a seal around the top and you'd have an inscription and things like that. And so they didn't have enough of that oil.
But they lit the menorah anyway.
What are we gonna do? It'll take 8 days to make more oil.
Okay, so take a look at that. So that is a menorah. Okay, we also have the Chanukiah, which has the extra branches. A Chanukiah is a menorah, but not all menorahs are Chanukiot.
What they needed was a miracle.
Yeah, a miracle, whatever that is. That's when something good happens that you thought could never happen. Well, that'll never happen.
But one day went by, and then another, and another, until finally the 8 days had passed, and the flame was still burning. And to this day, we light the menorah every year to remember the miracle of Hanukkah.
There you go. Another fun fact, it's possible that a way of thinking about this is that it's actually Sukkot in the winter, because you would have had the Maccabees fighting, they wouldn't have been able to observe Sukkot, so they're having their own sort of reconstruction of a holiday in the winter. Some people think that.
Some say the lights of Hanukkah are always
There you are, Pickles. Go, go, you're on.
But what about him?
Just go already.
But I say, think Antiochus.
Oh, tell me when it's over. Didi, look.
Oh.
Shlomo, we're on.
Oh my. And so ends our little play. And may it be our sincerest Hanukkah wish that our Kinderlach will continue to carry the light of our people for generations to come. Say the blessing.
Oh, right. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlich ner shel Hanukkah.
So, quick thing here, if you listen to the accent, so you know he's Ashkenazi. We knew that anyway, but still.
That's
Look,
That's called a
Tommy,
nigun.
the baby and your grandpa Boris are playing nice.
Aw.
I know, Chucky. It's a miracle.
Very cute. All right, so what have we learned? The 90s was a great time to be writing cartoons. And also, Mark Mothersbaugh, Bob Mothersbaugh. Like, that's great. That's Devo. I hadn't even thought about that. Whip it good.